when you're really focused, you're really driven, you're clear on the bigger picture, you just move forward, you become unstoppable. It's very difficult to keep someone from achieving things when they have this undeniable, unbreakable attitude towards just progression and growth. And especially when it's centered around other people doing well. And that's what I love. And I've been so proud of what the community has achieved this year. The most amount of money we've ever achieved on capital allocation or funding. The most amount of people quit their jobs. And that's the bamboo effect. What do you think is going to happen next year? It's going to be crazy.
Whereabouts are we heading?
So this place I go there regularly, so it's like a health club, country club, put it that way, but especially this time of the year. Bearing in mind we're mapping out goals for next year, nice little reset, sauna, spa room, it's just got everything. It's kind of one of those places where you can go, you can work out, you know, it's got nice healthy food, the environment's good, you can work there, super fast internet, and just to have a bit of a different environment, then I head there quite regularly. So a little bit more context as to why I enjoy these days as a whole gives you the ability to reflect on how far you've come. And the average person does not do that. They look at where they're not and where they think they should be without looking at all the little increments of how far you've come. And if you've done that more and sat there with a sheet of paper and wrote, this is what I've done this year, you'll realise you've progressed way much than you think. Even if I think about this year, we done Monk Mode Month in February, which was tremendous. The discipline, the momentum that we had. We had the 6-year anniversary, so 6 years, and we're going into our 7th year now. AFT launch, which was tremendous for the strategy. So strategy refinement and improvement I've been working on for a long period of time. Falcon Unleashed, of course, which has happened this year. Beyond Rewired, so I flew to Canada, flown to Dubai. We've had meetups all over the world. We've expanded millions in capital on the fund. Ibby's now on live trading with Abdu. There's been so much progression. People have quit their jobs, and those different divisions on the fund. There's other layers that are going to come out in 2024 with Falcon Unleashed as well. And we had the end of year event in December in London. There are just so many things that have happened this year, infrastructure-wise. Dubai expansion as well, got that ticked off. And this is what happens when you're really focused, you're really driven, you're clear on the bigger picture, you just move forward, you become unstoppable. It's very difficult to keep someone from achieving things when they have this undeniable, unbreakable attitude towards just progression and growth. And especially when it's centered around other people doing well. And that's what I love, and I've been so proud of what the community has achieved this year. The most amount of money we've ever achieved on capital allocation or funding. The most amount of people quit their jobs. And that's the bamboo effect. What do you think is going to happen next year? It's going to be crazy. What I love about this place is that you can not just relax, recharge, you have the opportunity to work, super fast internet, really nice food. You can just get things done, and sometimes you have to take yourself in a different environment. Again, like I said earlier, I knew that I would figure out things that I've already achieved this year that I just completely forgot about. That's the beauty of it. So just finished up with the spa area. I couldn't get too many shots in there, as you can imagine, to respect people's privacy. Just about to go get some work done, take a look at the charts. I do have a meeting later, so I probably won't take it here by the time we're finished up, but I'm gonna get some practical things done. Had a lot to reflect on as well while I was in there. That's the beauty of it, right? When you reflect on these things, like I said earlier, there's things that I didn't even remember that we had already achieved. So to be able to see that and now get a little bit more granular with the things that we want to do next year, yeah, I'm super happy with it. Yeah, just going through these goals from even just 2023 to see what's been achieved is crazy. Millions in allocation under capital, 7-figure club, 3.0, expansion of the property fund, Beyond Rewired, Dubai Wealth Creation Mastermind, divisions, Falcon Unleashed, Falcon Mechanics, AFT, literally there's just so much in here that's been achieved already. And do you know what it is? It's because there's a concentrated focus. I don't get distracted and swayed by trendy things. I just focus on what's important. And I think if more people done that, they would get so much further in life as a whole. Focus on what's going to actually make the difference. So when you write stuff down, you naturally get dopamine from planning, because you think, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, when usually it's a distraction. And a lot of the things you do is just filler time, and it's not going to make that much of an impact into your long-term results. Where if you actually looked at the things that you've done day by day and said, right, out of those things, what actually contributes towards me being successful, and then just get rid of the rubbish that doesn't actually make a difference and just focus more on those, you'll get way further. By the time you're watching this video, there's going to be a couple of days left until the end of the year. So what I want you to think about is this. You should already have, and if you haven't already, this should be your wake-up call, you should already know exactly what you're going to do for next year. The year is upon us. Time goes by extremely fast. I'm sure you've already sat there and thought, where did 2023 go? It's the same thing every single year, but there's something very unique about 2024 is that it's going to be a very aggressive year in the market. So if you're a trader and you're learning how to trade, or you're somewhat consistent, you've got funded capital, maybe you are consistent, you could make more progression in this year than what you would make in most other years. It's because every so often, I say every so often, every 10 years, you'll get this window in which the markets just tend to be way more aggressive. Now, I've been trading 15 years. Now look, I could be wrong, but chances are I've called these things correctly year after year after year. My instinct and intuition of looking at where the market's positioned, where these different asset classes are actually sitting at the moment, and when you understand the rotation of money, you understand where we're positioned and what things can happen based off of where we are, we're in for a very, very big momentum year. And I, for one, am making sure that all of our students are prepared for that. We've got Falcon Yacht Party at the end of the year. We've got so many things to look forward to in 2024. I really hope this is the most prosperous year ahead. So make sure you get organised. So I take it, for those of you that have been following the channel, you probably are, because you've heard me speak about it, but if you're listening to this for the very first time, big year ahead of us, and I hope you guys and girls absolutely smash it out of the park. Thank you for joining us on this journey in 2023. We also hit 100K this year, so thank you for supporting the channel. Big things planned for next year.